Well, welcome to the 8th round of the Constructors Championship here at Spa. As you can see, we're just finishing off the qualifying, about 4.5 minutes to go. It's chucking down with rain, so expect an interesting race. I was hoping to be joined by Rob in this session, but it appears he is still too busy, which is a shame. He's a great character, mine of information. Me, I know nothing. That's with 2 Ks and 3 Fs. So not a lot to say at the moment, as they're just in their qualifying mode. Can't see who's doing best at the moment. Nadal's just come in at 29th. We have, I believe it's 41 cars in this race. We have Todor Kostadinov, Xavier Eugeni, Corsa, Madal, Gianni Lenz, Peter Varga, Martin Schaefer, Hugo Gomez, Daniel Barrett, Ian Begg, Jack Mason, Damien Wilk, Harry Hottie, Chris, Nathaniel Shirley, Eddie Warren, Kevin Shepherd, Marco Badowski, Dan Birch, Tom Shipston, George McDonald, Emo Plate, Raphael Piera, Nigel Wood, Daniel Merchant, Josh Barton, Magnus Dahlgreen, Radek Schuller, Ian Mackey, Georgia Minga, Daniel Williamson, Max Hayes, Toby Atkinson, Russell Blake, George Crockett, A. Gerlander, Mats Sjoblom, Valien, and Mark Lessentin. Also, Adam Kajalski and Miko Scott. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people running around the track at the moment, trying to get their best times for qualifying in the pouring rain, which is never fun at Spa. There seems to be quite a few cars stuck out on track around. Oh no, they could be in the garages. I keep forgetting this. The pit lane on this is very, very long. It's not like the F1 pit lane. F1 pit lane, you come out just after La Source. With the nasty crash there. 21. Just taken away. Yeah, pit lane in the F1 stops just after La Source, but the pit lane for GT racing comes all the way down till after turn 5 in just after Radion. Just before the Camel Straight. So, qualifying over. Just a small wait now until they get around to starting the race. Just a short bit of off-topic news. A friend of mine called me recently and said, "Can you take on another snake?" So worriedly I said, "What is it?" And he said, "It's a 6-foot constrictor. Bloke's been shoved out of his home because his landlord's died and he needs a new residence." Knowing that I've already got 2 pythons in one vivarium, he called me as a rescue. And yep, Muggins took it. So I've now got 2 pythons, a 6-foot constrictor. And believe me, she's bloody huge. So yeah, call me Snake Man. In the meantime, everyone's coming into the pit before they line up for the start of the race. I'm still here, just gone quiet because there's a lot to say at the moment. In Beg, they're causing a yellow flag, stopping on the circuit. So yeah, it's been a little while since I commentated on my own. It's a lot nicer when you've got someone else to talk to. Now here we are, lining up. 20-minute race, is that all? Less than 3 minutes before we start the race rather. Amazing. Get up, Kev. I'm gonna go out. You can go out. There you go. One pickle. There you go. There you go. Right. All right, so everybody's on the starting line. With me, we have, looks like Schuller in car number 96 in first place. Crawford Brown, car number 3 in the Ferrari in second. Badowski in third, car 45. Schaefer in fourth, car 13. There's a plate. Car 71 is in fifth. Kazalski, car 723 is in sixth. Mr. McDonald, car 66 in the Lexus is seventh. Also in the Lexus is N. Shirley in car 25. 8. In the Bentley car 97 is Mackie, and in 10th place is Terry Shipton. Somebody Shipton anyway, in another Lexus in car number 60. So the Honda is out front. And we've got half a minute to go before we all scoot off. Are we all ready? Can we please have the camera facing the front? That'd be nice. A few small incidents in the rain there, to be expected. Oh, somebody got driven through there. So we have Shipton in front, Vargas second, Barton third, Bailey fourth, and Wood fifth. Reasonably clean start for the formation lap. We'll see what happens when they get round to the start again. As they're being led down the Lecon, or the Camel straight towards Lecon. Looks like Chris Brook is having a bit of an issue, along with Gianni Lenz. They seem to be hanging around at the back. Oh, there's a couple off there. Oh, more! She's on the formation lap. No. Well, I'm sure nobody here is intentionally knocking people out. It's just good old rain. No idea who's on slicks, who's on wets, but I would assume they're all on wets, because it's a completely wet race by the looks of things. As they're starting to come round Blanchimont, just the leaders anyway. Into the chicane. And I must say it did look like a formation lap to start with, but I don't know, maybe they're racing already. Pit lane door open in 15 minutes, so they must be already racing. I am such a dog. Incident involving 517. It's a Gerlander. Trouble with the stewards there. And in the meantime, we have Radek Schiller in the lead. Kabadowski is in third. And car number 3. Crawford Brown is in second. Good lad. So as I was saying, the last time I did a commentary on one of these, I had some company from Robbo. Nice. He knows a lot more about the technicalities of these vehicles than I do. So he could regale you with historic facts about how certain cars came about to be, what they perform as now, their deficits and their benefits. But I can't do any of that. Sorry. So Radek Schuller is pulling out a nice bit of, or was pulling out a nice bit of lead there, coming out of the source, and he's off again. Off T2, Rouge, Radion. He's building up quite a gap there to Crawford Brown. Don't know what's happened to Kevin Shepherd, but he seems to be on his own. Oh, looks like there's been trains around La Source. Oh no, they're pitting. They're pitting? Yep, there's a lot in the pits. Cars 58, 112, 17, 2, and a couple of others are in there. Unless, of course, they got too much damage and they're out of the race. They seem to have been in there quite some time if it's just the tyres. Yeah, there's a lot of cars still in the pits though. 17 has just vanished. Blinked off the screen. So, oh, I see. Let's see what happens. They just appear back on track rather than being in the pit. Doesn't follow him down the pit lane. That's strange. And anyway, we still have car number 96 is now in front, Ian Mackey. No, sorry, reading that wrong. Radek Schiller. 97 is Mackey. And he's a long way back. A few more cars coming into the pits. George Crockett for one. Ooh. Bit tight round the old La Source there. Well, we're about 3 laps into this 20-minute race. 12 minutes to go. And it looks like Radek Schiller has got this in the bag. closely followed by Crawford Brown and Mark Abadowski. Martin Chafer is part of that train. Then we start a new train from car 71, which is Emo Plate. He's holding back Nathaniel Shirley. And 60, who's that? Oh, Tom Shipston. A few more cars in the pits. Watching Josh Barton make his way around. Lovely tiger stripe livery. Oh, right, he's in the pits. He's taking his time. You can see there on the front of his car, Josh Barton is in 18th place. Only following Nigel Wood in car 77. At least we were. Car 72. Mark Lessington. Following his way up the track. Got 8 minutes to go in this 20-minute race in the pouring rain at Spa. Currently following the Lessington train. Several cars behind them. I'd like to see what's going on at the front. Giorgio Mina in the pits there. Oh, and a bunch of others have joined him. Very late pit stops. People standing there watching in t-shirts while it's pouring down. Oh dear. And Tom Shipston there in car number 60 in the Lexus. Got Ian Mackie right up his backside. This is coming round Fanyes into campus. Down Stonewall. On Paul Ferrer, Blanchimont 1, Blanchimont 2. As you can see, we are sponsored by Simsock and others. If you want any of their products, there is a discount, I believe, through RWB. Accident involving 66. Dear Lord, what's George MacDonald been up to? Is he the old boy who had a farm? I don't know. And we still have Mr. Schiller in front, showing everyone how it's done. Let's find him on the map. Car 96, where are you? In the pits, probably. Rabbit Schiller storming away in the lead. There's some movements going on the back end of the track as the pit stoppers rejoin. Three identical cars, good heavens. Yep, that's Daniel Birch we're watching. Yep, Daniel Birch KOTP. And you've got Mark Lessington in front of me. And Aaron Kajarski behind him. So those, excuse me, those three Mercedes seem to be very much of a single pace. Dan Birch in the middle of that group of three Mercedes, although looks like Kajarski is dropping back a little bit now from that group. Looks like they're being held up by Lane. Leo? Yeah, Leo. Oh, where have we been taken now? I'd love it if my board. Oh, diagram. Car 89. Magnus diagram there. And he's Ferrari. With Rafael Pereira right in front of him. So they're going to the stern. It seems to be Gomez that's holding up the Mercedes train further up the field. And as we come into the final seconds of the race, Toto Kostadinov is in trouble. So is George McDonald and Peter Varga. Yes. Oh, Ian Mackey. All four of them. Oh, another one coming up. My word. That's Peter Varga. Oh, we don't need Peter Varga, Ian Mackey. There we go, cross the line. Oh, another accident there involving the Devil's number. Walter Vlain. It's fighting for their positions in the... Oh, I'm going to squeeze someone out there. Or not. Fighting for their positions in the back of the track there, because it's not over for them. Not over until they cross that line. Here we are. I'm taking a rest at Aru's. It's at... a few more prangs all over the place. So these positions might need changing after these accidents have gone through the system, if there's any points to be deducted or added. But in the end, it was Radek Schuller bringing the race home. Well done. Well, it was an entertaining race. I'm afraid the commentating may have been a bit boring. And I'm sorry about that. Okay, folks, 10 seconds to the start of race 2. This one's twice as long as the last one. Yeah, 40 whole minutes, and they're off. Alex Schuller again in the lead. Here we go, pouring down a Rouge. Already on. They seem to have made it all bit by damage. They seem to have made it safe. Apart from cars. Oh, 25, 55, 4, 159, 72, 777, and 22. 25's just got going. Dear old Lord. Nathaniel Shirley in the trouble again. But up the front, there don't seem to be any of those problems. Again, we're watching Dan Birch. This is Dan Cott. But Cott, I think, is who he races with. His name's Dan Birch. But in the lead, again, is our old mate Radek. As they come in rounds for Ferrer up towards Blanchimont. All incident involving the devil's number, oh dear, William and Johnny Lenz. Oh, more Magnus Dahlgren and Daniel Barnett. But you're in front of the stewards, boys. In front of the stewards. Bottling down the start-finish straight. Yep, he's out there. He's got a good lead. It's Radek. And again, Crawford Brown right behind him. And again, Marko Badowski right behind him. Those three seem to be showing everyone how it's done. Mind you, we've got Martin Schaefer joining in this time. And Emo Plate. Or MO Plate, I should say. It's got two M's. It's got to be MO, surely. Oh, nicely done through Ruddy on there. Didn't lose it for a moment. Oh dear, more incidents. George McDonald again. With his farm. And Ian Mackey. No, not Ian Mackey. And, yeah, Daniel Merchant. Oh dear. Daniel Williamson. Used to be the Daniel Club. Oh dear, we're all at it. Giorgio Ming has been pulled up for an incident. Not like him. Oh hello, who's going slow here? Harry Hottie. No. Harry Hottie creeping into the pit lanes. And at those speeds, it's going to take him an hour to actually reach his pit box. Ridiculous, this bit, but there we are. It's the way it's set up. It's the way it's set up. Feel sorry for Harry, though. In the meantime, who's in front? Who else? There he is, Eric Schiller. Bombing round in that Honda again. They say it's tricky in the corners, but unbeatable in the straights. And I think he's showing that. Just off into the distance, like there's no one else on track. Not more accidents. Car number 14. That's Hugo Gomez, 58. That's Dan Birch. Or Dan Cott, as you see on the screen. Oh no! Nasty spin there for Nathaniel. Listen, you don't want that. You don't want that there. You really don't want that at the source. Do feel sorry for the chap. That's a nasty place to have that kind of thing happen. Well, anywhere is nasty to have a spin, to be honest. But when you're already near the back, you don't need stuff like that happening to you. A bit low down, bit caught the old curve a bit on the way into that. Kept it going. Well, the autopilot seems to be, auto director rather, seems to be stuck on Nathaniel for a while. So it changed over to him at the time just to catch him facing the wrong way. He's pushing though. He's got past someone. Couldn't see the number. I think it was Gerlander. Oh dear. That back end there is still squirreling around. I'll see who we're focused on at the moment. 17, Ian Begg. Nope. Ian Begg in 20th place. Doing his best to make his way back through the circuit, through the other drivers. The rain is causing problems all over the place for these lads. See how the lines that their car would normally take aren't quite taken because the car slides off to a degree. Oh, just like that. George McDonald's trying to give him a bit of a run for his money there. Well, he catches up on the entrance to the corners there. Oh, David Crockett's brother. Well, George, come on, mate. Let's see what you can do. In the meantime, at the head of the race, guess who's there? Reddick! Reddick surely showing everyone how he's done in this race. Still with Crawford Brown right behind him. And Marco Badowski right behind him. Those 1, 2, 3 have been there since the start of this race, so that's a good 10 minutes or so. Oh, I do love watching the exhaust explode on the overrun on these cars. Quite fun. Oh. There's you go. You get a little explosion out the back. Always nice. At the moment we're following George McDonald round in his black Lexus. Still trying to catch up to Ian Begg. He's got Eddie Warden closing up on him. Well, removed again. Todor Konstantinov up 15 places. And his BMW. Car number 1 there. Todor Konstantinov. Wonderful name. Rolls off the tongue like things that roll off the tongue. Yeah. Darting around. Coming up to the chicane. Slam the anchors on. Oh, that was him gone. Now we're following Mr. Haynes. Round La Source. And now we're on to somebody else I can't really see. Oh, it's Atkinson, isn't it? Toby Atkinson in Carbon 12. We're down towards the centre middle of the pack. Gary Crockett. George Crockett. Sorry, George. Back to Ian Begg. Fighting with Eddie Warden there. Eddie's overtaken him. Just over 15 minutes to go in this race. And it doesn't look like the rain is going to let up at all. And Beg trying to chase back down Eddie Warden there. It's not happening. Out with George Crockett. 5 laps in, 0.2 of a second behind Mr. Merchant. Daniel Merchant. Daniel going wide there. He won't have to give that place back up because I don't think he gained a position. George Crockett still in this fight with Dave Merchant. Daniel. Oh. He's taken a place. George Crockett moves up one. And Daniel Merchant moves down one. Well, we're going to have to see what happens in the next round of pit stops. A few cars already in. A Gerland is in there. Yeah. Looks like Ian Begg is in the pits as well. Yeah, he's dropped down, so it must be. Of course, these pit stops are all important to these drivers because you take it at the wrong time and you can run out of tyres, run out of fuel or something before you make it to the end. Or you put too much in, makes you too heavy to be able to keep up with the position that you were in. Lovely run up Radion there, wherever that was. Who have we got now? Mr. Shipstone. Gouging his way through Radion. Nicely run onto the Kennel Straight. Give it some slam on the anchors. I always found this corner really tricky. A little chicane there. Lacombe 789. Never been happy with driving around that corner. Always catches me out on the first turn. Always too late. Too late turning, not braking. Really strange. I have to reprogram myself. Big chunk of spies. He slammed down the anchors, slammed on the anchors. Watching Kajalski again. Seems to be doing well in his mark, even though he's on his own. In the last race, all three Mercs were going round in a little train of their own. But not this time. Slightly over 20 minutes to go. Halfway through the race now. And Mr. Schiller is still showing them how it's done. Out there in his Honda, hacking around in the lead. Crawford Brown close behind him in his Ferrari. Followed by the McLaren of Marco Badowski and the McLaren of Martin Schaefer. To Marco Badowski. Up 30 places from the start, not a word. Well, it looks like a Lambo to me. Come on, Damien, what you up to? Buzzing around all on your own, that's not like you. As he comes into Lecombe. Right, break again. Now the last bit of Lecombe. Down towards the Vixay. Speaker's Corner, and the rest of the course. Well, we're back with Nathaniel now. We were watching Martin Schaefer, but now with Nathaniel Shirley, who's still trying to make his way back up from that sprint. Very hotty, poor bloke. I don't know what happened to him, but he ended up in the pits really early. Oh, Harry, what are you doing, boy? Adam Koshalski, though, watching at the moment. He's up 18 places from the start. Seeing if he can take Mr. Plate off of the racetrack. Well, not off the racetrack. No, that's just rude. Take him off his position. Here he comes down the straight, passing our plate, passing. Oh, and a nice clean overtake there. Beautifully done. But there was a back marker. You can see my plate still in front of him. What's going on? Only half a second behind him. Why can't we see the car in front? Why can't we see Emo? Never mind, we move over to see Adam tearing round in his Merc. Adam Kachalski there. Car 723. All three into the pits, one after other. Well, Wood. Mr. Wood. Is your name Nick, or is it something else? I've got no idea. Nigel Wood. Oh. We're watching George Crockett now. And of course, Mr. Schiller's no longer in the lead because he has pitted. New boots and some burning juice. Oh, look, standing here in pain in a t-shirt. He must be insane. Or from the Midlands. He's got a packet of number 6 up his sleeve. Go on, Mr. Shipston. Nicely done up there. There's all the cars that were in the pits there. On the way back out. Right. We're on Mr. Shipston's tail again, are we? Lovely stuff. Tom Shipston belting around in his Lexus. Looked like I saw Crawford Brown in first for a moment there. Maddow in 26. Giorgio Minna in 36th place, having only done 3 laps. Must have had an awful time of it today. Come on in, Giorgio, show us how it's done. I think someone else, all the cars coming in the pits. As we're watching Mr. Blue Sky, Nico, car number 29. He's up 7 places, good lad. I don't know if he's pitted yet or not. Williamson here coming through radio. See Toby Atkinson here. 6 laps into the race in 18th, whereas the car in 6th place is 10 laps into the race. Oh no, it's not. That's the tyres. Dear own Lord. You know what? I'm stupid. Although many people say I'm insane. Well, I would say they're just as right. Watching Route of Leon at the moment. He's in 18th place, up 4. Always good when you're up from where you started. Never happens when I race. I can start in first and finish last any time you ask me to. Well, even without asking, it's just something that happens. In the meantime, Peter Varga is leading the pack. Oh, Ralph is back up there. Not Ralph. Not Ralph. Only silly fella. Radek. I've got the list in front of me, but I just can't see it quick enough. That's again down to me being stupid and insane. After all, who would be insane enough to take a 26-foot boa constrictor that they've never met? Oh, lovely overtakes there. Bombing past that back marker. Oh dear, oh Lord. Route of Leon still bombing along in his Audi. Crawford Brown's pulled himself back up to 4th place. And Martin Schaefer in 5th. See if he can pull himself back up. We've still got Mr. Badowski in 3rd, Varga in 2nd, and the unbeatable Radek Schuller bombing around in 1st place. In his wonderful Honda. I wonder if that's the NSX again. Because last time I saw that race, it was again taking on all competitors and just leaving them in the dust. Or in Radek's case, leaving them in the puddles. Watching Xavier Eugenie at the moment, up 7 places from where we started off. As you can see, it's slowly getting darker out there on the circuit. Only 20th place at the moment. Watching Dan Birch again, spooning his BMW. Oh, not his hooning his Merc. The German car, what does it matter? I'm wondering where regulars like Damien Wilk and Harry Hottie have got themselves to in their Lambos. Watching Peter Varga. Good stuff. Oh, his tyres are 14 laps old. I don't think he's stopped. Really going to have to cut, well, 4 minutes to go. Gotta say, with only 4 minutes. Gotta say, with only 4 minutes to go, though, I don't think these front three will change places. Certainly not the front three. I can't see Peter Varga getting past Mr. Schuller. I thought Schuller started in first. Varga started in first. Schuller's up 37 from the start. Boy. Eddie Warden now slamming it around with Aston. Good looking car, the Aston Martin. But I guess looks don't cut it when you're racing. It's speed and traction. In the meantime, Eddie Warden has got Mr. Crockett closing up on him. Very close. George Crockett there in his BMW. Started 18th and continuing to be 18th. Oh dear, accident involving car number 71. That's MO plate. And, because there has to be at least two cars. 777. That's Eco Sky. MO plate and Eco Sky having a little coming together on the circuit. Radek Schuller is just disappearing into the distance. He's got a 15-second lead over Berger. Marco Badowski's closing up. He's only about 3 seconds behind Peter though. So there's very little chance though. 3/4 of a minute to go. And it looks like we might have our final podium 3 already decided. "25 seconds to go in this 40-minute race here at Spa in the pouring rain." Been a good race, far less incidents in this race than in the first one. Getting used to the rain more in the first one. It looks like it's drying up now though. It's just damp. Can't see any rain coming down. And as they finish the race, it's Radek Schuller in first, Peter Varga in second, Marco Badowski in third, Crawford Brown in fourth. What a race. All good stuff. Incidents reports being cleared there. Nice to see. Oh God, that Radek knows how to drive, doesn't he? On you YouTube viewers, comment if you believe that, if you agree that Radek is one heck of a driver. Whoa, that was exciting. Well, folks, I don't know if there's another race being set up or not. Hello, mate.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, doing all right. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Just commented 2 races on my Todd. Always boring. Well, not boring. Always a challenge, shall we say. There's plenty of gaps in my commentary.
Oh, that's all right. That's how I sound when I have to do it, even with somebody else.
Oh, dear.
All right, folks. Well, I guess if you tuned in, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next week about the same time for the next race here in the Constructor Series. I'm not sure which track's up next here.
No, but it'll be race number 9, won't it? Because this was 8.
Well, this was the second round, so this is
second round, but it had a number 8 on the logo of it coming up. So
oh, this is the Constructor Series Season 8.
Yeah, Season 8. Oh, yep. Right.
Yep. So next week's going to be at Barcelona for round 3.
Oh, CC Barcelona.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Okay. We'll see you next week.
Okay. I'm gone. See you, Nate. See everybody. Bye-bye.